Hi, my name is Joseph Alfie. I'm here in association with Baird & Warner and Short Sale Processing, Inc. And today we're going to go over the role of the listing agent in the short sale process. The listing agent's role is critical because you are the front line. You are the face of the entire process. So it's very critical for the listing agent to get the sellers on board. And you need to go over with the sellers and weigh the pros and cons of doing a short sale, possibly referring them to professional counsel such as legal or CPA, and really just give them an overview of the entire process. Once the sellers are on board with the idea of a short sale, the agent must present the short sale package to the seller, help them fill it out, make sure that it's complete. So when you understand the agent's role, it's not to do the short sale. I mean, you can if you want, and there's a whole host of reasons starting with liability and time and just experience on why an agent shouldn't or maybe wouldn't want to negotiate their own short sales. So we're going to assume now that you're going to use some kind of third-party short sale negotiator, be it a true third-party practice such as Short Sale Processing, Inc., or if you're going to enlist the services of a competent short sale attorney or other professional. So the thing that you want to know right now is that when you're presenting yourself as a short sale expert, you are presenting yourself as what you really are an expert at. You are a market expert. An agent's job is to list and sell property. I'm not really here to talk to the bank. You're here to list and sell property. And so your role in the short sale process is actually pretty simple. We're going to break it into two sections here. Prior to getting an offer, and then once you get the offer. So if you have a short sale seller, you've gone over the overview, they're on board. So we're going to assume that. Now it's prior to offer. You're going to, number one, you're going to present the use of a negotiator of some kind to the seller. This is generally very easy because as part of your listing presentation, the way I do it is to say, look, by hiring me as your listing agent, you're actually getting an entire team of professionals. We have me, which is the market expert. I'm the agent. I know how to get your property listed and sold. We work with a short sale attorney or a short sale company that is an expert at dealing with the banks and getting the short sale approved. And then we have the closing attorney who's going to make sure you're legally protected, handle all the title paperwork with the title company, set up the closing. So you're getting this entire team of professionals. When you present it that way, you are making the added value. Because when it comes to a listing, the question is always, why should somebody use you versus somebody else? So when you present yourself as a part of a professional team of experts in their own field, it makes you that much more powerful, and it should make you more confident. And confidence, as we'll find out, is the key to getting these listings. We're going to set the pricing strategy on short sales, because make no mistake, short sales are all about strategy. You cannot expect to be successful in short sales by just signing a listing agreement, getting an offer, and collecting a bunch of documents, sending it to the bank. I mean, there's a reason why, according to CoreLogic and Campbell surveys, that only 2 out of 10 agent-driven short sales close. This is nationwide. Okay? A competent negotiator or attorney should be able to do 8 to 9 out of 10. And it's because we're keeping within our area of expertise. We're going to assist the seller in getting the short sale package completed. That's a critical agent role. You should be able to explain what's in a short sale package, why the bank needs these documents, and help them collect all of their financial information. This is critical. The number one reason why short sales, A, either take forever, or B, just never go anywhere, is it's not the banks. A lot of people love to blame, oh, Bank of America did this and Chase did that, but realistically, it's usually operator error in putting together a complete and detailed short sale package. So understanding how to go through the entire package is something that is critical to this success. We're going to also, once we get a complete short sale package together with all the documents, which are, very simple, income documents, asset documents, we're going to go over the components of a short sale package later. You're going to then submit that complete short sale package to whatever short sale negotiator you're using, whether it's a third party or an attorney. And when I mean complete package, I mean the seller's information and the information that the agent should be adding to the package. What's that information? Very simple. Copy of the signed listing agreement, a detailed CMA with comps justifying your pricing or offer if you have one at that point, the MLS sheet, and the picture of the property. That's what I'm going to need from those agents. Once you get a complete package together, now you fall into your real estate professional hat. And this is where you feel confident that you are the expert, because that's what you are. You know how to list and sell property. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put that property out on the market and we're going to get an offer. Okay, I will go over the process of getting the offer and the pricing strategy to get those offers in a little bit. But first, we're going to assume at this point that an offer's come in and it's acceptable. So we move to the second phase of the process, which is the offer process. This is where you make or break your short sale. The first thing you need to understand is that you must control the buyer. You must control the situation. I have termed what I call the rules of the short sale. And it's very simple. If the buyers don't play by our rules, they don't get to play in our little sandbox here. So you need to be able to explain very clearly to the other buyer's agent and what we expect our buyers to do. And the reason why we're doing this is that you can't forget who you work for. You work for the seller. Our job here is to put the seller in the best possible light and put him in the best possible position. So the way we do that is make sure we have a good buyer. So we're going to present the road rules of a short sale to the buyer. We are going to determine the buyer's best price, or what I like to call the all-in price. We're going to disclose any extraneous short sale documents that might need to be put together. Some negotiating companies such as SSP uses short sale fee agreements. Some attorneys have extra disclosures. This is the time to bring it up. You bring it up in the beginning, not at the end. We're going to review the contract with whatever negotiator you have before you get it executed. That's very, very important. We got to make sure the contract is even acceptable before we send it to the buyers or to the sellers. We're going to then present any changes that we identify with the contract to the buyer's agent with the explanation, and there will be changes, and we're going to go over that in a minute. And we're then going to get once everything is kosher and we make sure that the negotiator or attorney is okay with the contract, then we're going to get the seller to execute the contract, and now we're in business and we've got an active short sale file that we can now move to the next stage, which would be actual submission to the lender. So I know what you're thinking. There are a lot of agents out there right now shaking their head. And I do this in a lot of states around the country, and I've heard it all. I've heard my buyers in Kentucky will never go for this rules of the short sale. It will never happen. That's a crock. They will. They will, because you're going to make them. You're going to present. Remember, you are the professional here, and you provide confidence when you're explaining. It's not us against them here. What we need to do is get them on board with the idea that we all have to work together to get these short sales done. There are things that we need to do, and we need to make sure that the buyers adhere to in order to make this successful. This helps the buyers, okay? We're on commission here, and we don't help our seller unless we close the deal. So the thing that I always share with the buyer's agent is very simple. I help my seller by helping your buyer buy this property. When you put it like that, it makes it much easier than to get everybody on the same page and say, the reason why I'm making the buyer adhere to these rules is that I want this deal to be successful. We know what it takes to get these short sales closed. So if we follow this proven path, the chances are that we're going to close this, and we're going to close it at a price that's going to make your buyer happy, which is going to make my seller happy. That's the key here. We're going to move on to part 2.